minute. Gonna wait a couple of minutes. I'm gonna start the live. I love today's look. Come on in, you guys. We're gonna start the live in a couple more minutes, well, a couple more seconds. So make sure y'all come in and like the live. Make sure y'all come on in. All right, you guys, welcome back to my live, honey. This is LaurenMaddoxSeries, honey. You already know, honey, we eating the girls over here, honey. Make sure when you come in the live, make sure that you like the live. You can comment, but make sure that you keep it cute. I'm gonna get throughout the disclaimers. When you come in here, make sure that you know to keep it cute, okay? This channel is not for everybody, okay? So do not come in here and thinking that, oh, this girl right here, this is for everybody. No, this is not a channel for everybody. This channel is for people that are currently leveling up, and people that are aspiring to level up, okay? This is what that is, okay? This is not for people that's coming on here all walks of life. No, this is not for you, okay? If you're not used to someone being blunt, or if you're not used to someone that doesn't sugarcoat and stuff like that, well, that sugarcoats, if you're used to someone that sugarcoats and stuff like that, this is not the channel for you, okay? So you might as well just go ahead, click off, honey, go to the next content creator, honey, because one thing about me, honey, I do not care, okay? Now, I may censor a couple of things, but other than that, no, honey, I'm going to give you the real raw, okay? So if you think that I'm mental or this and that, schizophrenic and stuff like that, or I might be on coke, this is not the channel for you as well, okay? Because honestly, if I was on coke, why would you be on here anyway? Why you ain't calling the help to give me some help, okay? So that's how I know that you have some other things that you need to work on, okay? Which is okay, but do not come on here and start doing all that weird stuff, honey. Just do what you gotta do, honey, and just leave the channel, honey. It won't be seen by nobody anyway, okay, you guys? Also, if you think anything that I say is fat phobic, or I'm being insensitive or anything about that for anybody's feelings, and you can't really just listen to what I'm saying or have an open mind, then this is not a channel for you, okay? Now, I am open for criticism. I do not mind real constructive criticism, but if you're gonna talk about my forehead and stuff like that and all the other, that's not criticism. That's just you doing too much, okay? And I already know I got a big forehead. Tell me something I don't know, okay? Which you don't. You don't know anything about me. So, other than that, honey, make sure that you keep it cute in the comments, or your comments won't be seen, okay? That's just that. We run a strict program over here, honey. We do kiki over here. It's not all the way strict, but it's strict. Okay, you guys? So make sure when you come in the live, make sure you like the live. And yes, I guess that's done for the disclaimers and stuff like that. And maybe I'll add as we go along. Okay, also, follow me on all my social medias, you guys. I have all my social media links and stuff like that in my description box. Facebook, Instagram, this and that. I had Snapchat, but I don't be on there, so, you know, I don't know. I just do too much, okay? So, it's just a lot. It's already crazy. I do a whole bunch of other things, so, yeah. Just follow all the stuff. All the social media accounts that I have are in my description box. So, if you're wondering where I'm at and all the other stuff, It's in the description box. Also, if you want to donate to this channel, I have Amazon wish list. I got my Cash App and stuff like that in my description box. You also can send me a super chat or super thanks or whatever, you guys. And also, if you can't do that, just donate by liking the live. You can comment and something like that, honey, and I will appreciate that, honey. It ain't that deep, okay? I will appreciate that, okay? Now, I show my outfit of the days at the beginning of the live. If you think you're gonna keep on asking me to get up, I'm not gonna get up, okay? Now, if you're gonna keep on asking, that's you. That's on you, okay? But don't think that I'm gonna get up just because you tell me to get up, especially not for no $5, okay? $5 is diabolical, okay? So if you think I'm gonna keep getting up on my live when we're getting into the topics and stuff like that, this is not that channel, okay? OnlyFans, if you can't afford OnlyFans that bad, it's other people that you can go to, okay? You can't afford OnlyFans, so you think you're gonna come on YouTube and get you a free this and that, free that. It's not even free on YouTube, okay? Keep it cute on this channel, okay? I don't know about the other creators, but this channel, LaurenMaddoxSeries, baby, we ain't doing none of that, okay? So y'all be on this weird stuff on here on this channel trying to think it's funny and it's cute. Nobody's gonna see your comment, and then you're gonna have to go make another page, your 15th page, and then you're gonna have to try to get it right, okay? Keep it cute. Other than that, also my store, I recently added 20 products to my store. I have over 100 products in my store. I got tumblers, I got pillows and stuff like that. I got some blankets, I just recently added some distress caps. I got some t-shirts. It has printed stuff on there, printed words on stuff, different phrases, funny phrases, things that I may have said on my products. So make sure y'all go over there and check it out. I've already revamped the site, so y'all can go over there if y'all already checked out the site. It'll be some different prices on there. And also I have a sale going on. It's an 80% sale going on, you guys. So you can use my code. It's honey80, and it's gonna run all the way to the end of the month. So make sure that you take advantage of it. Don't be sitting up there looking all bad and bougie, honey, talking about some we're the 80% sale. Baby, it ain't gonna be there, honey, towards the end of the month. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of it. Christmas is on the way, so make sure that y'all get something. You know, I'm still gonna be adding stuff on the store. That's not it. So make sure that y'all go over there and check that out. Let me see, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it, you guys. That's it. That's it. Other than that, let's get into the top. Oh, well, let's get into the looks, honey, because you already know what you came to see, honey. You came to see this outfit, okay? I got another Halloween type of theme outfit. I just want to be cute. I don't know, honey. I never really got to, like, really do Halloween like that much when I was a child, so I'm having me a good time with this, you know, dressing up. So this is a cute outfit. It's like a double-breasted short dress. It's giving dress now, honey, now that I lost weight. But it's giving dress now. I used to have to wear it as a shirt. But it's so cute, you guys. I wish it would just, you know, kind of conform to my butt. But having a big butt, honey, I don't know. Some of the shirts look like it's like I'm giving box. But I got shape, y'all. I got shape. And then I have my heel. I got some different heels today, honey. I came with the different heels today. I don't know. I was coming with a different, more vampy look. I don't know. More vampy look. Halloween, spooky type thing. So I got these heels off Temu. It's like an open toe type of ordeal, honey. Giving very much office, spooky office, assistant type of feel or something like that. I don't know, honey. But it's giving, honey. I'm pretty sure, honey, it ain't no Crocs. I'm pretty sure it ain't no bonnet, and I'm pretty sure it ain't no sweatpants, honey, that y'all be having. Okay? All right. But yes, honey, I'm going to give y'all the 360, honey. Yes, honey, because, yeah. And tell a friend to tell a friend, honey, to come over here and see these outfits that I got on. And then, plus, I'm going to be showing this outfit down the timeline, so you're going to see plenty of videos with this. So, yes, you guys, let's get into the topic, honey. Yes. Whew. Hold on, let me see if I can get some people. I got to see if I got to get some people out of here. Let me see if I got to get people out of here. Hey, you guys. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, y'all. Taco Tuesday. Lord have mercy. Don't y'all be eating too much on Taco Tuesday. Hey, you guys. You said butter pecan ice cream. I'm not. Hey, you guys. Thanks for the engagement. Thanks for the engagement. We'll keep it cute keep it cute in there, honey. You won't have to worry about getting kicked out. Yes, honey. Hey, you guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Yes, honey. Today we're going to be talking about how to outgrow jealous friends. How to outgrow jealous friends. And I kind of want to do like maybe like a series of this or something like that. So I'm going to start with like the jealous friends part, because that's, you know, that's something that a lot of people need to work on. I feel like I see that more common. You know, a lot of people are so shocked when they hear that I don't have friends and stuff like that. And, you know, they'll be like, oh, you know, you don't get lonely and stuff like that. And, oh, where's your group? You know, they see a pretty girl, so they always ask, you know, where's your friends at? So, my dealings with friends is very crazy. I'm not gonna say hard. It's not really hard to have friends. I feel like you just gotta fix yourself first, and you gotta really be open to have a friend. But right now I'm not open to have any friends. I'm really just, you know, working on myself and stuff like that, and, you know, just being comfortable with being by myself and having my own company and stuff like that. So I'm not really too crazy about having a friend group, 5, 6, 7 friend groups and stuff like that. But what I've noticed with having friends is, you know, the old friends that I've had over the years, that, you know, some of them may come in my life, you know, because of, you know, other reasons that they have, any agendas that they have, you know, whether it be good or bad. But, you know, majority of the times it was bad, okay? They'll come in your life, and then they wish that they had the life that you had, which you probably won't even think that they had. You wouldn't even think that you had a crazy life or like a really good life or something like that. And that really, it always goes into thinking that, look, I have to work on myself enough to understand that these people right here are not gonna be good for me. These people aren't gonna be good for me, okay? These people aren't gonna be good for me, and I need to figure out how am I going to discern what friend group is going to be good for me. This is what we're going to learn, okay? This is what we're going to do today, okay? This is what we're going to do today, okay? And I'm going to rebuke that throat chakra. They trying to throw out the throat chakra. They trying to mess with my throat chakra. Hold on, you guys. Because, honey, somebody don't want me to talk about this. But good thing we got a good minute to talk about it. So I'm going to restart, okay? So, the friends that I've had, they weren't the really good idea friends, but at the time they were friends that I attracted because of the things that I were doing, whether that was, you know, smoking, drinking, probably partying a lot, probably wasn't having a good choice in men. I probably wasn't having a good habit. I wasn't having any habits. I wasn't really having a really good relationship with God, okay? So me knowing that, now I can discern that, okay, look, these people right here aren't going to be good for me, because now I didn't change my whole habits and everything, okay? Whether it be perfect or not. But you have to understand, then I didn't have that type of discernment. I was just hanging with anybody that had something good to say, whether they had some drinks over there at their house, whether they said, oh, I like your lip combo, or whether I like, you know, the men that you're pulling, or the the perks that they would have when I would go out. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, people will try to be your friend for the wrong reasons. They'll be your friends for everything. But you have to understand that you can't just be friends with everybody. Okay? And this is how you're going to outgrow friends that you had, because it's a lot of friends that y'all have now that are fake. Y'all are hanging with people. It's gonna be some of y'all that are hanging with people that are fake and that you know that talk about you, but instead of being alone with yourself, and you already know that you're not ready to really get out of that habit and that friend group, you'll still be with those friends whether they got something on you, because sometimes those friends do got stuff on you, because people come into your circle for a motive. Sometimes people come in your friend circle for a motive, to whether they want to destroy you or something, or anything, sleep with your man, anything that you got, honey. They're trying to do something to try to put you down in some type of way. So that's why I always say you need to always watch your circle. You need to always pay attention to what's going on in the world. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, I don't think that's a good thing that you need to do, because you're going to, run away everybody, then you're going to end up probably alone. But I feel like I'd rather you be alone with yourself to kind of get to know what you like, other than trying to follow a crowd that can eventually lead you to the wrong way. Okay? Because I've been in friend groups where that's where it was going to go if I was going to hang with them any longer, or either that, or I was going to be one of them stories that, oh, she didn't went off to this trip with these friends, and then next you know, she's gone. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling everybody now, because I know I have younger viewers that watch me as well, teenagers and stuff like that. I know y'all have friends, y'all probably grow up, and people change. People do change, whether it's good or bad. But you have to understand. You have to really get to know these people, because they probably not going to be the same friend group when you're in high school or middle school or elementary. These going to be more people, because they're going to have different experiences throughout their life. You don't know what they're going to be like once they go home, unless you live with them, and unless you're in their mind, you're not going to really know what kind of experiences that they go through that make them think how they think. See, I had to go through experiences, and that's why I think the way I think. People are going to be like, oh, well, why are you doing all that? Why are you doing all that? Because of the experiences that I went through. You're going to have lessons that you go through that's going to teach you and going to shape you to the way you are. And no matter what somebody think of you, or if you change it or not, it's your journey at the end of the day. And it's not going to be anybody that's going to come in here and tell you what you haven't and what you have done. So I just like to think, look, I had all these experiences. I thank God for the experiences that I had in my early 20s. I've had this in my early 20s. So my later 20s is more for me to get ready, more for my, still enjoy my 20s and stuff like that, but mature and understand that you can't be everybody's friend. And I'm going to have to outgrow a lot of stuff that I've been taught. See, a lot of stuff we've been taught as well can go into the factors of friend groups that you'll choose. Like choosing friends and stuff like that can be effect of your family group, your dysfunctional family, or whether it was a good family. That's going to be the people that's going to be the first in your life to show you who to be with. So me knowing that, and I've had a dysfunctional family group growing up, that can really open me up to a lot of, not to say people are demons, but people are demons. Some people have demon spirits in them. So I understand that, trauma bonds and stuff like that, or, different things that you go through during your childhood, it can affect your friend group. If you're saying, I've been, abandoned, I probably got abused as a child, you're going to probably be more acceptable. I'm not saying all the time, but you might be acceptable for somebody to grow, and you want to be with a group. You want to be with somebody so bad because you want to have that love that you were supposed to have for your family. But this is going to have to go through, it's going to have to go through a whole different change. You're going to have to go through a whole different type of loving yourself. Make sure y'all like the live. You're going to have to go through loving yourself as well. And that's going to shape you into understand like, okay, yeah, I went through this stuff. I went through this stuff as a child, but now I need to love myself. I need to go learn and do some other things. And this is what's going to open me to some different type of friends. Because if you're going from a hurt place and then now you're trying to pick friends, now you're picking friends just based off, oh, they done brought you a bottle of wine, a bottle of liquor. Oh, they done bought you some, you know, that Mary Jane or whatever you do, or you used to do. Okay, that's going to be accepted for that, because that's going to bring more people that can be like, oh, okay. And then now whatever motive that they got, whether it's good or bad, they can affect your life because of what you've been through and then what you're allowing. It's also what you're allowing and what you're attracting. You're attracting bad friend groups because of this is what you feel like this is what you need. This is what you need. This is exactly what you need. So you feel like, oh, you know, my family probably did this to me, but you know, just because maybe it's normal. Maybe that's normal that you can have friends like that and they're fake and stuff like that, because you're used to your family. And of course, a lot of people don't want to really leave their families and stuff like that, you know, because, you know, of, you know, different religions and stuff like that. It don't matter what really you go through, but it's a lot of stuff that can shape you. So religion has a lot to do with a lot of things. How you grew up will affect it as well. And now when you're adult, when you're going to school, you know, around your peers and stuff like that, and then you're not really in that mindset, your brain's not even developed yet, you will be attracting different walks of life, whether they have the same, you know, the same traumas that you have, the same upbringing you have. Hell, it could be a different upbringing, okay? But it can be just different experiences. And they're going to just come to you because they're going to be like, okay, well, I can relate to this person. Now, if you're vibrating from a negative standpoint, it's going to be people that can relate to you because they're going to be like, oh, this is what I like, honey. Shoot, I love twerking. I love doing this. I love doing that. I just love doing it. Nothing wrong with twerking. But, you know, like going to like negative stuff, like stuff that you don't even need to be around, different substances and stuff like that. You don't even need to be around. Negative talking people, gossip, just all the time. People always got something negative to say. You always fake people. You already know someone talking about they about to take somebody's inheritance and stuff like that. You about to take somebody's money, and now you over there with them and you're hanging with them. This is what you're attracting. You're attracting stuff like this. It's not going to be like that. And so to outgrow that, I feel like you really just need to do a lot of working on yourself. You need to do a lot of working on yourself, you guys. Hold on. Let me get some people out here because, honey, what? You need to do a lot of working on yourself, you guys. Y'all are silly. Let me get my red, honey. It's hotter than hotter than I don't know what in here, honey. What the hell? It's supposed to be fall, honey. I got the air on. Hold on, y'all. It's hot. Maybe it's the bang I got. Maybe it's the bang. The bang. Ooh. Child, you know how them pastors be in there with they rag? Child, I feel like I'm in here preaching. I'm in here preaching. Preach it, Lauren. Child, I'm in here preaching today, honey. It's hot. You said, I have 4 brothers, don't need any guy friends. Well, hey, if you have your siblings, honey, that can be your friends. That can be your friends. But as long as they are good, you know, role models and stuff like that. I don't know if they're older or younger or not, but as long as they're, you know, going on the right path and they're going to what you're going to go, you want to go, the goals that you like and stuff like that, then that's the people that you need to be around. You said I feel old when they are being mature. Well, thank you. Thank you. You said my green hair gotta go? No, it don't, honey. But child, this bang, honey, look, this bang gonna have to go in a minute. I just want to be festive today. Y'all know it's Halloween coming up. Don't get mad at me. Hey, you guys. But yes, honey, make sure the outgrow. I feel like to outgrow the friend group that y'all have, because a lot of y'all have fake friends that y'all are dealing with now because y'all are so scared to be by yourself as friends, be by yourself, and be your own friend. Sometimes you just need to be your own friend to understand what friend that you actually want. Okay, this is not just like a relationship. If you know that this is not what you want to attract, like I always talk about, working out. That's why I always stand by losing weight and stuff like that, because honey, they done made that video, child. I don't even want, look. I work out to that video now. Child, that's my motivation right now. Honey. Child, please. Homosexual season is coming soon, honey. And baby, that video right there had me, child, please. That's Ozempic right there. That's Ozempic. Child, put in them videos, the men be talking about how they gotta go to KFC and this and that to go find them a woman, and then in 2 weeks, honey, they'll have them at home after sleeping on the bench. Child, please. I pop that video on, honey, and that's what I work out to, honey. Child, sometimes I'm be feeling like working out. Child, please. I pop on that video, honey. I get right on up. Okay? Child, please. But it's just like that. It's just like when you try to find a partner, a good partner. I'm not saying a perfect partner, but somebody that you can, that can be on the same wavelength. You ain't got to worry about it being too many differences. Okay? So back to the friend group, you need to make sure that you fix yourself, understand what goals that you have for your life, what your future looks like in your head, what goals do you want to accomplish, and are these friends that you are picking or attracting, are they going to be the right people for you around you? Okay, you have to understand that. You have to really get that through your heads, because y'all are hanging around people right now that are not going to be aligning with y'all for the long run, and they're definitely plotting on y'all. Okay, they're definitely plotting on y'all, honey, whether you think it or not, whether it's to unalive you, whether it's to poison you, whether it's to take your job, whether it's to take your man, whether it's to take anything from you. Okay, so you need to really have discernment. Like I say, discernment really goes a long way. It's like intuition in a way. Like you got to listen to your mind. You got to really listen to God when he tell you stuff. That's why I say always have a relationship with God. No matter how I look on here, I'm going to always have a relationship to God, and I'm going to always listen to him before I listen to anybody. That's why I really don't go to people for my problems and stuff like that, because I've realized in the past I've ruined a lot of relationships, and not just me ruined them. It can be other people. You can't really just tell a lot of people your plans and stuff like that, or you can't tell them about your relationship. You can't tell them about your dog. You can't tell them about the stuff that you're working on, okay? Because when you tell the wrong person, see, like people now, they're on my stuff, they're hidden. You don't know who's watching you, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm thinking everybody's a supporter. These people aren't supported. All of them are 100% supporters watching. So that's the same as you just telling a random person. You wouldn't just go out and tell a random person. I would hope not, because you don't know what type of motive they got. A lot of people practice, witchcraft and different, hoodoo, voodoo, different type of stuff they got going on. Even in the church, people will go to the church, not to trigger nobody in the church, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably still don't know, but a lot of people in the church will go to the church and they'll be praying. They'll think they be praying to God. I don't know, not my daddy. They ain't praying to my daddy, but they praying to somebody up there, and they'll go to the church posing as their church members, and then they'll be, you know, you told them oh yeah, I'm finna lose this many pounds. Oh, I'm losing this. Next thing you know, you big as a house, and you don't know why you big as a house. You don't know why you didn't start that business. You don't know why you don't you're not starting no content creation. You don't know what's going on. Your man gone, your house gone, because you done told everybody your stuff. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell everybody. And y'all have friends right now that y'all go to y'all friends for y'all relationship problems. Y'all go for y'all goals, which I understand that y'all want someone to talk to, but I just prefer you talk to God more than you talk to a random person, you know, or somebody that you used to be friends with since high school, okay? And I'm not saying everybody since high school or elementary or however long you had them aren't your real friends. I'm just telling you right now that you need to go check your circle. That's what I'm saying. You need to go check your circle, no matter what they got going on or how long you've had been friends with them. You need to go see, are these people going to be, is this, every time I tell them something, is it going to flourish, or is it just not going to be, is it going to be non-existent? Because sometimes you can tell somebody your plans and stuff like that, then next thing you know, they're doing it. And then you looking like, well, it didn't work for me, but it's sure working for John, or it's sure working for Kelly. It's sure working for Cassandra. Yeah, because you done told Cassandra your plans. Yeah, you done told Cassandra that you breaking up with your man. You might be thinking about breaking up with your man. And now she over there trying to see how she can get in. Or it's a dude. It could be a dude. A dude can be listening to you talking about your man, your own girlfriend problems, your wife problems. Oh yeah, bruh, she talking about I gotta spend money on her. I gotta do this. I gotta work and get me another job. This man might be willing to put the work in for your woman. Yeah, y'all have friends like that probably got more money than y'all, or not more money than y'all. But this man probably might be willing to go get a job. You're telling this man, oh, you know, this my woman talking about, yeah, you thinking your friend on the same wavelength as you. Yeah, bro, child, please. She over talking about she ain't gonna wear no bonnets no more, and she ain't gonna wear no t-shirts and stuff like that. She talking about I gotta pay the bills. We were just going 50-50. Now she talking about she ain't doing it no more. She didn't listen to somebody on YouTube talking about they ain't. Then next thing you know, they talking about bruh, what? She did that? She crazy. She must be a gold digger. Next thing you know, he trying to find out where he can loan the gold. Yeah. He trying to figure out how he can go get him a job. Yeah, he trying to see what foot size she got so he can get her favorite size heels. Oh, she don't wear bonnets no more. I know she wear wigs. I know I can donate to go fix her real hair. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all have friends that y'all been thinking that are y'all friends, and they're not. And so instead of saying, oh, let me get rid of these people, y'all hold on to them because y'all done made friends since high school. Oh yeah, we went to college together. That's my boy. That's my boy. My boy would never do that. Next thing you know, he doing that. And everything else. Next thing you know, he hunching on your woman. Hunching. And getting money. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. I've definitely seen it. So y'all come on here and ask me, do I go through these things? I wouldn't be telling you anything that I haven't been through. Okay, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been in the same room with the guy friends talking about this stuff. I've been with a man that had a friend that didn't like him like that. And was trying to, every time the man would leave through the room, my man would go through the room. Now he coming through talking about oh yeah, I heard he talking about he trying to cut you off, talking about he ain't gonna give you no more money, child, please, child. I'll give you my last check, my first and last check. Child, they'll do it. They do it. They say they won't do it. They say y'all been boys for years. Y'all girls too. The girls too. You thinking the girls too. You thinking your girlfriend cool with you, honey? You've been friends with her since elementary, honey. Y'all been painting nails since elementary. Next thing you know, you got a man. You finally got some man that took you out the hood. You done got out the hood. Finally got out the hood. Now here come this girl you bringing from the trenches. You know, not saying everybody from the trenches is bad. No, I'm not saying that. Everybody can level up. Anybody can level up. I'm just saying in this scenario, You done brought this girl right here that you done know from the trenches, honey, rats and roaches. Y'all been sitting there having a good time, listening to Jeezy, listening to Young Nudie. Now you in the pit. Now you in the nice houses. Yeah, you in the nice area code and everything, honey. This man treating you good, whining and dying. You telling this girl about your problems. Oh yeah, he didn't get me the Michael's Kors watch. Oh, he didn't do this time. This girl writing everything down that you complaining about, and all the stuff that you ain't willing to do. You ain't trying to put no tricks on the thing, for your man. You ain't trying to cook. You ain't trying to clean. You ain't trying to do nothing that the man said. She writing it down, baby. She writing it down. She having a good time writing it down. She trying to see what you wear. She trying to see what he bought you. She trying to see, honey, how she can lose enough weight so she can go ahead and go. Yeah, it's evil. It's evil. But this is the world we're in, honey. I'm so tired of seeing it. I'm tired of y'all. Every time I go out, I see the same friend group, and some of y'all women don't even tell y'all friends, and stuff like that. That hell, they wigs lifting. Y'all just let them have their wig lifting, but that's your friend. You see what I'm saying? That's y'all's friend. But y'all get mad at me because I don't want to be friends with nobody. I don't want to be friends with nobody. And I'd rather be, by myself, or if I have a partner, I'd rather be with them, or, I'll just do my own thing. Okay? And the people get mad at you because you don't want to be their friends. But this is the stuff that we have to deal with. This is the stuff we have to deal with. And this is just everyday life. And the people that, saying anything else in the comments, these are people that actually do it, okay? So, of course, they don't want me to. Why are you lower your voice? Why is you telling them? Oh, hell no, baby. My friend probably watched. I'm trying to get her man right now. I'm trying to get his girl right now. Of course, they're going to stop they're trying to stop, but they can't stop anything on my channel. This is my channel, okay? And I'm telling y'all the real, okay? So if you think that anything else or stuff, I already gave the disclaimers and stuff like that. Okay, so I don't know what you want me to do. But one thing about it, I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? I'm sweating, honey. The pastors be sweating, honey. You still give them a collection plate. Now, go ahead and give your girl some money and go ahead and like the live as well, okay? Look, I'm just telling y'all the real because I'm not going to be getting tricked off the streets. And this is going to, this knowledge that I'm giving y'all right now, is going to be knowledge that y'all gonna really need, okay? So instead of trying to hide from the truth, you need to probably take it in, consideration and be like, okay, well, this girl really knows, what she's talking about. Or you can at least get some discernment. I always tell y'all to have discernment. Always ask God about it. If you're not close with God, I recommend you go ahead and go get a relationship with God. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a religious person or anything, but I'm very spiritual, and I understand that God definitely does do a lot because he definitely done a lot for me, okay? Because if not, I have gang stalkers that watch me every 24/7. They're on my page trying to discredit what I got going on, but I still keep on going, and I still keep on going. So if that was the case for me being mental or a drug addict or anything, I would have been took out of here, okay? Just look it up, honey. The people that do not know about gang stalkers, just go look. It's plenty of videos out. People aren't worried about no gang stalkers no more, especially if you with God, okay? So the most they can really do is just comment. But thanks for the engagement, gang stalkers. Thank you for the engagement. I love the little engagement that you do give me. And it's gonna help my numbers go up anyway. So you're helping, and I'm very appreciative of that. Back to the topic. Okay, yes, honey, you really gonna have to really understand that people do not come in your friend group just because they want to be friends, just because, oh my God, this and that. Now, sometimes people will come as your friend because they want to just jack off your style. Yeah, they want to be just like you. Okay, they want to copy up everything, which is nothing wrong with being, inspirational to somebody, which I don't really care too much about, people getting my style and stuff like that. But people will copy it to a T because they want to actually switch places with you. See, some people don't understand that their lives are very more valuable than other people's lives. Yeah, they probably have more money. You might have a friend that may have more money than you, or these people have more things than you, or stuff like that may be appearing on the physical. But in the spiritual, it's a different world. In the spiritual, see, a lot of people have different higher ranks, and people want to have that type of ranking that you have, whether you feel like you don't have that much rank. That's why I say always go back to God when you want to worry, you want to understand what kind of rank that you have and stuff like that. And you'll know what kind of rank that you have based off the protection that you have. See, a lot of protection that I have comes from God himself, because a lot of attacks have been put on my life, whether it been physical or spiritual, and I'm still here. You see what I'm saying? And it still changes. You know, people, a lot of people like to do beauty magic and stuff like that, health magic. They'll do stuff like that, which you can go research. You can go do the research that you need to do. A lot of people don't do the research, and so a lot of people, God always says that, you know, we perish for a lack of knowledge. So if you don't have the knowledge, you can really be, you know, you can really be hurt from a lot of things that you didn't even know was real. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say always get knowledge too. Always have discernment. Always go get a relationship with God. You can't go through me and get a relationship with God. A lot of people like to come to people that have a relationship with God, and they feel like, oh, you know, pray for me and this and that, and then next thing you know, they're doing whatever they need to do. And you cannot, I don't give people consent. Okay. So if you think you're going to come on here and get any consent from me to talk to God, no, you need to just go do it like everybody else had to do. Okay. And that's why a lot of people are upset as well, honey. They feel like, oh, why are you not giving me your energy? Why are you not doing this? I have learned that I have a really powerful energy. So a lot of people will, you know, try to, you know, do whatever they got to do, whether it's, you know, say something out the way or want me to react in a way. You know, I am a very strong person, but if I react to something, it's really going to take a lot. It's really going to have to take a lot, because now that I know that that's what people do, some people just do it purposely. Some people will just do it purposely, okay? They'll try to argue with you for random stuff, honey. Don't even know what they're arguing about, but they'll just do that because a lot of people like to take energy and stuff like that. Y'all just need to understand that. But yes, you guys. Yes, honey, jealousy. Yes. Thank you. Thank y'all. You say it's an evil world we live in. Yes, honey, definitely. It is an evil world we live in. So that's why I tell people not to be so nice. You can't be so nice when picking a friend as well, honey. They need to understand that you have boundaries. You need to have boundaries as well when you're picking your friends, when you're open. When you decide to actually have friends, you have to really put up boundaries as well, because a lot of people test you, which is fine. I think it's a really good thing to test people and stuff like that, so you can really see, you know, what mindset do they have and stuff like that. And people do that as well. You know, people probably won't come at you a different way, especially if you look away. That's why I always tell y'all to dress up. Don't be coming out there with bonnets. That goes along too with friends too. If someone see you out there looking a hot mess, they can probably think that you're easy to talk to. You're probably easy to talk to. They can think that you will let anything happen. They can ask you for anything, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It all goes how you look as well, and how you carry yourself when you look, how you look. So yes. Well, I understand this, honey. That's why I say this channel is not for everybody. So when I do post these videos, you know, anybody, you know, people are going to watch whatever they're going to want to watch. But, you know, it's going to be only people that want to be, you know, that are going to be attracted to, you know, type of stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not teaching, I know anybody can be watching this, I don't know who's watching, people got different pages and profiles and stuff like that, honey. I don't even know, okay? But I'm just putting this out because this is what I like to talk about. I talk about different stuff like this in real life. I'll probably be out talking to somebody. I'll probably be at a party, honey, and this is the conversation, honey. I'll be drinking and talking about stuff like this. So it really don't really affect me. But yeah, I talk about this. I'm really open-minded with a lot of things. I like to hear what different people's mindset is. And if I can help them in some type of way based off my experiences, and lessons that I've been through, then I will do that. Whether you're old or young, I'm pretty sure everybody is open to learn something because I'm open. I'm not saying I know everything in the world, but based off the experiences that I've been through, I can really decipher life, and I can go through life, based off what I've been through. And it's not all this. I'm not going to base every instances that I've been through. I can always be open-minded. I'm not going to say that when I encounter somebody, if they're showing this little sign, then boom, they're like this, okay? But I can also, see this. I can be like, okay, all right, now strike one now. All right, now clear it up. Okay, and then I can kind of see if, if this person mindset is like this or not. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Well, I won't say the world is evil, but I'll say the people in it is evil. That's what I'm gonna say. Because God made the world beautiful as it is. He made everything in the world really beautiful. So I won't say the world is evil. No, I'm gonna say the people that's been took over by whatever they've been took over. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is more open now. A lot of people talk about witchcraft. A lot of people are more open, talking about celebrities are even more open as they are now than they were probably 10 years ago, okay? More open, they probably have talked about it, but they're more open. It's more, you can just make a video and then someone's talking about witchcraft. They did a spell and, oh, don't do spells on me, witchcraft, oh, Lord, this and that. So I feel like it's more open now. So it's not so much the world is evil, but it's a lot of evil people in here, okay? But it's a lot of God's people as well. So you really got to discern. That's why I say watch over your circle. See who's coming in and out your life. See who people that's around you. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm not saying I ain't say go cut off all your friends today. I'm just telling you, keep a little eye out, honey. If you've been seeing some signs, like whether they've been doing backhanded compliments, whether it's for the women, whether it's backhanded compliments, whether it's you probably seeing some little funny business, whether you got a man or not. Maybe they haven't came through as they came through for the other friend group that they have, because some friends, they have other friend groups, not just one friend group. So maybe they wouldn't come through. Maybe they don't listen to the mindset that you have. Maybe they don't want to do the habits. Maybe you want to work out. Maybe you want to eat more cleaner. Maybe you want to stop the substances that you used to do, and they're making a big deal about it. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe the type of dudes that they hang around are abusive or something like that, and this is not something that you want to see yourself have. You can kind of see like, oh, okay, this is what Lauren was talking about. Like, this is not something that I can see myself, 5, 10, 15 years, the rest of my life going through. Okay, now if that's you, you can just get off this page, honey, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You love your friends, honey. You ride and die, honey. You'll go do a shootout and all the other stuff, honey. You love fighting with your man with your 2 fists, honey, breaking all your nails. If that's you, that you can have a good time over there, honey. But this is not the life over here. Over here, we do not do that. I don't condone it. Okay? No matter what you've heard or what passed, what I used or what you heard, I don't give a damn. What's going on today is we're not doing that. Okay? So that's what I'm letting y'all know. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Y'all coming here late. Make sure that y'all come on here and like the live when y'all coming in here. And also follow me on all my other platforms, you guys. All my links are in the description box. Yes. Ooh, what did I just do? Well, that's why I'm letting everyone know until they so they won't be 60. See, I know it's a lot of for 30, 40, 50-year olds till this day, and they're still hanging around people that are fake around them, or they don't have the best habits. And so that breeds a lot of bitter people. That's why you see a lot of people that are bitter, when the pretty girls coming around, the handsome men with the money or the ugly men with the money come around. People that leveled up their life, you see a lot of these other people that still are around their fake family and fake friends. These people are more bitter. You will see them more bitter. They're oversized. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have the best habits. They don't have the best walks of life. And these people are going to try to dim your light, and they're going to try to come towards you. And then they're going to say, oh, well, this is not going to work in the long run. And you need to have, be more bitter towards you, because these people haven't had the discernment, and they haven't really listened to anybody, even when they were young. These are people that grow old, and now they're bitter because, they didn't waste their life on fake people that, they could have been somebody, and they could have, worked on their own life, but they was so busy trying to follow a crowd that doesn't care anything about them. But don't be like them. You said if language did not exist, how would you know that God exists? You know how I would know? I would know by the experiences that I'm going with, that I'm dealing with, and how they play out in my life. That's how I know that God exists. Because it was a time, like, I grew up in the church and stuff like that. My stepfather and stuff like that at the time, was deeply, in the church and stuff like that. I'm not sure if he's even alive or not. I don't really know. I don't talk to them or anybody. But I know that I grew up in the church and stuff like that. And I've been around and stuff like that. But once I've got a little older, and I didn't have the best upbringing, but I had it was decent, but it wasn't, functional. It wasn't functional. So the stuff that I was going through, I really, at the time, I'm not going to say left God, but I wasn't really attached to him as much, but he never really left me because of the stuff that I was going through that could have really took anybody out. You see what I'm saying? So if I didn't really have any, like, I knew he was real, like, I would pray, I probably would pray, but not every day. It wouldn't be an everyday thing, because I knew I probably had to pray because I was going to church and stuff like that, and people were like, bow your head and stuff like that. But other than that, once I started getting more older, I had to, deal with life, and, whatever came with me towards life, and all the choices that I've made, that kind of really showed me, like, wow, it has to be a God, because the situations that I was going through, whether it was being adult abused, when I was working and stuff like that, people would come. I used to work third shift. When I was at the gas station, when I used to work at the gas station and stuff like that, and different retail stores and stuff like that, people would do so much. People would, be so cruel, so mean, stuff like that. And they'll probably, do the most heinous stuff, to you, most evil stuff to you. And, a lot of people can't really take a lot of stress and stuff like that. Stress really is one of the killers, one of the, unalivers. So me going through a lot of stuff, not even just that, being around fake family, fake friends I was with, I was on, I was doing doing heavy marijuana, stuff like that, alcohol, doing a lot of substances, and me knowing that, I was doing all that, you know, I was feeling away and stuff like that. But that stuff right there could have really took me out, because I could have had friends that really did, and in most cases they did poison me. Okay. And I know it's a God, because that stuff was supposed to take me out. All the stress and stuff I was going through, abuse and stuff like that. I've had drawers pushed on me by my mom, stuff like that, different abuse and stuff like that. I really was supposed to be gone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I was supposed to be gone. Even now with the gang stalkers, they'll come in my house and, you know, try to move my stuff and make me feel like I'm going crazy, and try to discredit me. That a lot of stuff supposed to take me out. But I understand that God is way bigger than that, because every time that someone was supposed to take me out, it never played out like that. I've had hits on my life. I've had situations where I was supposed to go to jail for something that I didn't do. You see what I'm saying? But if there was no God, why wouldn't that stuff just take me out? I would have been gone, or I probably wouldn't have been in jail. You see what I'm saying? So I always tell people about God, because God done a lot of stuff for me. And a lot of people don't like to, you know, give God the credit and something, you know, whatever whatever religion you go. That's why I don't really talk about religion and stuff like that. But God definitely have shown in my life. So, honey, whatever language, honey, if language wasn't a thing or something like that, honey, I would know by my experiences. Me praying to him and like, oh my God, this man finna beat my ass or something like that. Then next thing you know, he gone. You see what I'm saying? It's been instances where people that said bad things on my name and they end up gone, whether I haven't done anything to them, but they just either instances where they then passed away, or somebody that took them out, they didn't went to jail, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I honestly feel like, I don't know, I always compare God to like a mob. I don't know. I don't know. I compare him to like a mob, because I just feel like instances and stuff like that, people get took out. If you mess with God's people, they get took out. Like, I don't know. You don't really have to do nothing. That's why I love to stay cute. I keep cute, honey. A lot of people be like, oh my God, well, she don't have this, she don't have that, but shoot, she sure look good. You know what I'm saying? She sure look good to be in her situation. You know what I'm saying? I've always kept a really good appearance, looking good, even while homeless. So, honey, if it ain't no God, then who the heck is it? Because I know the devil ain't coming like this. The devil is definitely not coming like this. So, yes, honey. I always have a relationship with him. I always tell people that, the young people that, I always tell young people that, whether you believe it or not, you're going to have to go through your own walks of life. I know when I was younger, I didn't want to listen to like, oh, God, this. You know, I'm thinking like, oh, these old people telling me about God and this and that. But once you go through your own experiences where you almost got unalive, you almost, you know, I've told a story about me having friends where I'm thinking we all cool. I done met them in the club, because I used to like going by myself. I didn't really care too much about, you know, a friend didn't want to go. I'm going. I'm going to go catch me an Uber. I ain't had no car, but I'm sure finna go get me an Uber ride, and I'm finna go to this club. And I've met these girls at the club, and they probably want to go to a different club outside the city. Then next thing you know, I done got left in that city. You know what I'm saying? Being too trusting. You can't be too trusting either. Just by and I had to learn that too. I know a lot of people probably like, oh, you did that. Like, a lot of people don't get taught, but a lot of people have to get taught through different experiences, which I'm glad that did happen, because now I know, oh, you can't just because they pretty girls don't mean that they just, you may think they pretty, but sometimes they don't think that they pretty. You know what I'm saying? You can have pretty girls that have, you know, insecurities about themselves as well. And they try to take you out. You probably think you ain't even all that. They probably got all the money. Yeah, it's been instances like that. So I probably would have been trafficked or something like that, honey, in that instances like that. But since God is so protective over me, stuff like that just don't happen. And when it do, I've always made my way back home. So a lot of people aren't a lot of people can see that as a threat because, you know, a lot of people don't like me. A lot of people don't like me, and they're wondering, how can we get rid of her? We can't get rid of her physically, so we're going to make sure that we try to, you know, stress her out. We're going to try to do this. We're going to try to talk about her so bad, call her a man. We're going to call her this. We're going to throw all the witchcraft and all this stuff on her so bad where we feel like this is what's going to take her out. But this is not going to take me out. I keep telling people it's never going to work. And it's going to be whatever you allow. So, yes, you guys. Well, I wouldn't say luck. I would say a lot of people have I wouldn't say luck. I wouldn't call it luck because